Hello, 4th grade. Welcome back to our channel, like all those famous YouTubers say. We're going to do lesson 3 today, right?
Yep, lesson 3.
All right, so there's a couple of words that we need to go over for lesson 3. The first one is reasonable.
Reasonable. Ooh, what does that word mean to you, Miss Williams?
Reasonable to me means like a good guess or the closest that you could get to.
And it would have to be somewhat close to a possible answer. It can't be anything like crazy.
Right, exactly.
All right. And the second word is?
Appears.
All right, so we are going to do a couple of these problems today, but did we say what appears means?
We did not.
Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself.
So appears, it means look like, doesn't it? It looks like something. It appears to be something.
I think that's probably it. All right, now we can get to the question since I was trying to jump ahead just a minute ago. Today, we're going to go over question number 9. Now, remember, if you haven't done questions 1 through 8, you need to go back to our other videos for lessons 1 and 2. So make sure that you are on question number 9 and you've completed those other questions before we start this one. And so today, we're going to do question number 9 and then talk about a couple of other things.
All right, so number 9. Mark and Yolanda are playing games. It takes them about 25 minutes to finish each game. They take a 5-minute break between games. What is a reasonable number of games they could play in 2 hours?
Ooh, 2 hours. So we probably, this is a time, and we're trying to figure out the reasonable number of games that they can play. And there's a lot of parts to this question. So before we look at this question, we probably need to remember how many minutes are in 1 hour, since this is in minutes and we're going hours. So how many minutes are in 1 hour, Miss Williams?
There are 60 minutes in 1 hour.
60 minutes in an hour. So that's going to be important for us to know, because what we're going to have to figure out is how many minutes it takes them to play and take their break. So if they play the game for 25 minutes and then they take a 5-minute break, how many total minutes is that for one game, Miss Williams? We're going to have to add those together, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
So we're going to say
5 plus 5 is 10.
So we'll put our 0 down to carry our 1.
And then 1 plus 2 is 3.
3. So that is 30 minutes for one game. So if an hour is 60 minutes, how many games can we play in 1 hour?
Well, 30 plus 30 equals 60. So I'm going to say 2 games.
I agree with that. 30 plus 30 would be 60, which would be 2 games. Now, the problem says how many can they play in 2 hours. So if we can play 2 games in 1 hour, we would have 2 plus 2, which would equal
4 games.
4 games. So what we would do with that, now that we have our final answer, we'd go back and double check that we looked at everything correctly and that all of our addition is done correctly. Then we would have this as our answer. We want you to go up and we want you to find that on your practice page. Go ahead and circle C on there. And then we want you to go to your bubble sheet and make sure that your question matches. This is question number 9. So we're going to go over and we're going to make sure we fill in the correct bubble. So we circled C, 4 games, so we want to make sure that we bubble in 4 games as our answer. Now, when you guys finish all of the questions from all of our lessons, you guys can take a picture of this and email it to us. Now, if you were unable to get a packet or download this bubble sheet, you can just write it on a regular piece of paper. Just make sure you number the questions and put the letters outside it to send to us.
That's right. All right, so before we go, Miss Ambrose, can we go over number 10, just a few words to help them with that one?
I think we probably could do that.
All right, so number 10 wants to know which angle appears to be a right angle. So I'd like to go over our types of angles. So the first one is an acute angle.
Is that what an acute angle looks like, Miss Williams?
It sure is.
So we're talking about that spot right there, correct?
Right, the corner. So an acute angle always equals less than 90 degrees.
Less than 90. And you said that was called a?
Acute angle.
Acute angle. That sounds pretty familiar from this year, Miss Williams.
Right. It's a cute little angle.
All right.
Okay, so let's go to the big one. obtuse angle.
Does it look like that?
It sure does. So, an obtuse angle is always greater than 90 degrees.
Oh, I just wrote the word more down. That's the same thing as...
Right, greater and more.
Okay.
Yeah.
More than 90. And that was called an...
Obtuse.
Obtuse.
All right, now one more angle is the right angle. And this one's very special because it always equals exactly 90 degrees.
Okay, so this one is always 90 degrees. So that means it can't be less than or more than.
Right.
And don't they usually use a special kind of box right there?
Yep, they sure do.
Okay. Well, I think that explanation may help you out on some of the other questions that you're going to see today and other days. And we do have another assignment for you guys to do after you complete these questions. But it's not a new IXL, is it, Miss Williams?
It is not a new IXL this time.
Okay. What are we going to have them do?
So today, it is an IXL, but we would like for you to go in and do one recommendation.
So you guys know what that means. You're going to go and log into IXL, go to recommendations, and you're doing one of those skills that are recommended just especially for you.
Right, in math. Make sure you're in math.
All right. Do you have anything else to talk about today?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, we hope to hear from you guys tomorrow. Remember, if you guys have any questions or anything that you would like to talk to us about, you can use those emails that are in the description, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.